Irreverent, entertaining, cool. You're listening to LA Talk Radio.
You're listening to Question Reality with Priscilla Leona, right here on LA Talk Radio.
Hi, welcome to Question Reality. I'm Priscilla Leona, and we're coming to you live from Los Angeles, California. Our show is on every Sunday from 5 p.m. to 5:50 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Now, if this is your first time tuning in, our show will help you to question your career reality. Now, our show is for you if you were, are, or might be considering a career in show business. And we have people from all different professions, so there is going to be someone on the show sooner or later from a profession that you are interested in. So you have to tune in every single week. If you want to check out our past guests, we have all different types of guests. We got Oscar winners, Emmy winners, Tony winners, Grammy winners, winners. So they are on our archive page. So if you go to latalkradio.com and you click on our graphic Question Reality, which is the name of our show, of course, and you scroll down, you will see a list of all of our shows. We've been on the air since 2008, and we have a ton of different people on there for you to check out, and they give great advice, tips, and resource information about how and what it takes to pursue a career in entertainment. So you will find someone that is very interesting on the show. Now, if you want to find out about our past guests, you want to go to the official Question Reality radio show, and that's questionrealityradioshow.com. questionrealityradioshow.com. We also are available on iTunes and Stitcher.com. So all of our shows are there if you want to download it. And if you want to put the app, the LA Talk Radio app, on your iPhone, it's Android and Google, isn't it, Albert?
Yeah.
Albert, he's there for information once in a while. Of course, he forgets. How do they get the free app?
They have to click on the link, and it'll take them to the App Store.
Oh, the App Store. Okay, so yeah, that's on the homepage, but you have to scroll down a little bit, and then it says click for free app, because we have tons of other shows that are on LA Talk Radio, which are really cool. So they cover all different types of professions and the topics. If you want to know about anything, you definitely want to download the app. Now, we, as always, have wonderful guests on the show, and I'm so excited about this guest today. When I heard from Pamela Capetta that it was a possibility to get this guest, I said, oh my God, we have to get her on the show. Her name is Olivia Livy. Now, I hope I can pronounce this last name, Livy. You got to help me. Stubenrauch? Stubenrauch. That sounds like a great German dish, doesn't it? Is that of German origin, Olivia?
Yep, it's German.
Yeah, I got it right. Yeah. Now, I want everybody to go to her website. She's on, well, actually, Twitter at Livy Stubenrauch. I actually am going to have you, every time I say your last name, I'm going to just let you inject it. Stubenrauch. It's Libby, Stubenrauch on Twitter. They forgot the H. She's on Facebook at Libby Stubenrauch, and Instagram at Libby_Stubenrauch. And Libby is a child actress and singer, and she is definitely a child actress that you want to keep your eye on in the world of entertainment, because in my opinion, she is a little shooting star for sure, and people are just buzz about her talent, and she is just zippity-doo-dying down that yellow brick road, and I think that she will definitely end up on the red Oscar carpet for sure. Is that where you want to end up, Olivia?
Yes.
Do you like to be called Olivia or Livy?
Most people call me Livy for short.
Okay, we'll do that then. Now, currently, Livy is best known for her adorable and mischievous voiceover role of young Anna in Disney's award-winning animated film Frozen, which came out last year. And Livy also began modeling, and she is just gorgeous. If you could see her, well, if you go to her website, you'll see how gorgeous she is. She began modeling for print ads at the ripe old age of 5 years old. And then she caught the acting bug when she turned 6, and she has had a very successful first pilot season, landing the role of Jenna in the viral video Get the Guy, Kids Talk Dating Problems. And also she was in Little Girl and in The Labyrinth. And she's also been cast in multiple student films in her hometown of Cincinnati, Ohio, as well as in Chicago and Los Angeles. So without further ado, let's hear that cute little voice. Oh, wait a minute. We also have her grandma today, Sharon. So Albert, let's give them a big clap. Welcome, Livy and Sharon. Woo! You know, I'm going to have to get a clap track because I just don't think 2 claps is going to do it. We need to all clap for ourselves. Okay, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Woo! Livy and Sharon! Woo! Welcome. Thank you so much for coming, guys.
Thank you.
Livy?
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. Let's say hi. Let's see. Do you remember any of your lines as young Anna? Can you give us one of the lines?
Okay, do you want to build a snowman?
I do. I love snowmen. Well, gosh, it's so hard to look at you being so tiny and cute and adorable and think you've had a great little career since you got here. I mean, you actually don't live here. You live in Cincinnati, and you I guess, come and stay with your grandma, Sharon.
Yes.
How does that work? Do you audition for things via Actors Access? Or Sharon, I guess, how does she, how do you audition her? How did you submit?
We all live in Ohio. I don't live out here in California. When the pilot season or
she
whenever,
just takes me.
I bring her out.
LA. Because my parents have to watch the teenagers.
And they work full time.
Yes.
There's more of you in the family.
Yes.
Tell us, brothers, sisters, give us the names. Come on.
One of each. My sister's name is Hannah. She's 16. And then my brother's name is Tanner. He is 18.
Are they both actors as well?
Nope.
What do they do? What are they doing at their young ages?
Well, my brother, I think he does some sports and stuff. And then my sister, she does a lot of cheerleading.
Oh my God,
I do too.
It's the ideal American family. Cheerleader, sports, and now we got the star. That's going to be the star. We got all the areas covered, all the great American areas. So what do they do? Submit? They have an agent?
Yeah, we have an agent and a manager, or Livy does, out here in LA. She has an agent in Ohio. He started her with her print.
Okay.
And then that's basically how he knew some people out here. He had some people from out here come to Cincinnati for training sessions,
acting classes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And so Livy did those, and then they thought that she did a really good job, so they wanted her to come out to LA, and so here we are.
So basically, what's your mom's name?
Noelle.
Okay, so basically, Noelle, was it Noelle's idea for you to become an actress, or was it your idea?
I think it was pretty much both, and my dad's, because when I was little, and I still am like this, but if my mom and dad told me to meet someone and stuff and talk to them, I would a lot. So then they had me do audition for a play.
Okay.
Which is close to us because it's at the high school. So I got Molly in that, which was pretty cool. It was the play Annie.
Okay.
I just auditioned for the chorus, then I got Molly.
Wow, you must be really good in theatrical productions as well. Because, theater acting is a little bit different than film and TV. So you do both well, huh? Do you notice a difference at your age about the difference between theatrical acting for theater and film and television?
Yes, because
what do you think the difference?
In television, you can if you mess up, you can just do it again.
Right.
Even if you're doing the real thing and stuff.
Right.
But in plays, you can't.
I know.
It's live in front of a bunch of people.
Yeah.
It's like if you mess up, you can't redo it.
I know. What do you do? If you mess up, what do you do?
You make it up as you go along.
Improv.
Just make it make sense.
Right. A lot of people forget their lines, even on Broadway sometimes. They'll forget their lines, they freeze, and it's so important that you have improv skills. You know what improv skills are?
Yep.
You know, you got to just know how to roll with it and just kind of, just say some lines that kind of sound like they'd fit, and then it gets you back on track.
Yep.
Right? Now, are you taking acting classes currently ongoing?
Yes, I am. Every Tuesday, Gray's Acting Studio.
Is that here or?
Yes, it's here.
But if you live in Ohio, how do you take your acting classes here?
Well, in Ohio, I did this other acting class thing, but it was a lot because you had to do this showcase and a play. And you had to go there every single day except on weekends. It's like school, but for theater. Mm-hmm. It's really cool.
Mm-hmm. And Sharon, are you guys living out here now, half living here, or?
We stay. We come out here through Airbnb. We found a place, and so that's where we've gone for the last 5 times. It's a wonderful place right here in Sherman Oaks.
It's great.
And it's a B&B, a bread and breakfast, and you can rent that by
the month or the week. We rent it by the month usually.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
See, this is a great tip because I don't think a lot of parents know or may have thought of the idea, hey, if I live somewhere other than LA, I can still bring my daughter for auditions and projects, and you don't have to stay at a hotel. You can stay at a bread and breakfast.
Well, Airbnb is very good. They have lots of pictures of the place that you're looking at. Most of them are like a bedroom and a bathroom in somebody else's house, or apartment or condo. And you can get one with a kitchen if you want. There's all kind. Depends on how much you want to spend and where you want to be. We didn't know anything about LA. We got Sherman Oaks and realized when we got here how central it is.
Yes.
Everything.
Yeah.
Right.
It's 30 minutes, basically, to all the auditions.
Right.
And those kind of areas. And one of the things Libby does in the summertime when we go home, or when we're not here, her mom and dad keep her busy. Besides school and stuff, Noelle's always checking out, she's in the children's choir, Cincinnati Children's Choir. Uh-huh. They have a children's theater in Cincinnati. We're lucky that we live in a city like that, a big city that has those kind of things. And so this winter she's going to be in the Playhouse in the Park, Christmas Carol.
And in Ohio, that's a big deal.
Is it?
Sarah Jessica Parker went there. Nick Lachey was there. So there's some people that are well known in the business that went there. So that's her. She only tried out for the first time because you have to be 9.
Okay.
And they took her right away, so we were like, yes.
Yeah.
Belinda Cratchit.
She's practicing her. Oh, my
She can do a better British accent than I do. Now, let me ask you, let's talk about Frozen. Of course, it has won. Oh, my gosh, I have this written down here. How many? Let's see. It won. Oh, my gosh, where did I put that? I think it was 52 awards, wasn't it?
Wow.
It won Oscars,
two Oscars.
2 Oscars, and I think it was nominated for. And don't quote me on this, people. Don't be sending me emails. I think it was 52 or 55, and I cannot believe I didn't put that. But I might have put it, but I'll find it later. So let's talk about how you got the role as young Anna on Frozen. How did that happen, Livy?
Well, like my grandma said, they sent me out to LA and stuff for the student films.
Where did you find out? So your agents told you. Okay, your agent called and said, I want to send you an audition for. Okay, so she submitted you. They said, yes, come on out, and you went.
And then, so I auditioned for a bunch of student films, including Get the Guy. And then I also, when I auditioned for it, I just auditioned, came back out. They liked me.
Did you do a cold audition? Do you know what that is? A cold audition. Did you get the script before and have the lines to study?
Yes.
Okay.
And we didn't have to memorize it because it was a voiceover. That's a good thing about the voiceovers.
Tell us about that difference, because you and I were talking in the lobby about how memorizing lines is very difficult. So tell us the difference, because you've done both between voiceover acting and acting with where you have to memorize the line and you can't look at a script.
Well, for voiceover, you're allowed to just look at the script, but you should still go over it so you can understand what's going on. So you just don't read this and blah blah.
Yeah, and you're reading it monotone. Mm-hmm. You should know the character. You should still be the character.
Read them a couple times so you don't talk like a robot like this, and that's right. So when you were, how many kids auditioned for your role? I don't know, but that's good.
How many kids auditioned for that role, Sharon?
We never know, but the list could be 2 and 3 pages,
lot.
and it could be 20 on a list.
Oh,
and for Disney, I would think that there was probably that the agents probably submitted a lot of their kids.
Right.
So that's how they do it. The agents submit to Disney, to the casting directors. Then the casting directors narrow it down, and then have callbacks. So Libby got a callback for it, which was exciting enough right there, just a callback for Disney,
awesome.
And then we were in a voiceover audition when my phone rang. And I was like, I can't answer the phone. So I went out in the hallway because the agent kept calling me. I thought, something happened.
Wasn't it for Clarence?
No, it was no. What you were auditioning for?
I think I was for Clarence.
So then he told me that she got the role of Princess Anna, young Princess Anna in Frozen. So I was trying not to scream.
She was going a bit crazy. She was like, "You got it!" I was like,
yeah. So we were supposed to go back to Ohio in 2 days. Mm-hmm. So obviously we had to rearrange that. You don't turn down Disney.
No, you don't. You don't turn that down.
No
this
way.
is only the beginning. Now let's get into some questions here. Let's see. We'll figure out who this should go for. What do you think are some concerns that child actors have about casting directors or auditions in general, Livy? Do you have other actor friends that you talk to, and do they say, "Oh, I get so nervous in front of the casting directors," or what are some of the things that kids might be concerned about?
I do have a friend that acts, but it's but I don't think she has any awards. I don't know anyone who
Is that a scary thing for you to go in front of the casting directors, or is it? It's no problem, huh?
That's why my mom and dad signed me up for this, because it's no problem for me to talk to people.
That's great. Some people get intimidated. I love it. Now, what are so you don't have any pet peeves about it? You don't really have any. There's nothing that bothers you. It's just another day in the sunshine. Okay.
And if I don't get it, I don't get it. Go to the next one.
That is phenomenal that she has this. So many people are like, "Oh, I got rejected. Oh, my life has no meaning." That is the perfect attitude
Maybe
to
I'll
have.
get the next one.
Yeah,
Who knows?
exactly. Oh my God, this child
something.
this is the perfect child actor. Now, what do you think a child actor, Livy? What do you think a child actor should be doing to start building a successful career? What do you have to do as a child?
Well, if they think they want to do acting, they should try out something small first, like a little play. Mm-hmm. And then if they like it, that's when you actually start getting agents, managers, and stuff.
So you don't really, you as a child, it might look fun. Like you could watch TV and say, "Oh, I want to do that." You might see there's some great shows on Disney. Name your favorite.
Talk with the blog.
Okay. So you see a lot of shows and you think, "Oh, that's great. I want to do that." But some kids start acting and they hate it. They don't actually want to do it. It just looks good. How do you know?
It's so difficult. They might think it's so difficult. It's just try something small first.
Yeah.
That's why. I mean, the play, it might take a while, but you only have to do 3 shows usually. Mm-hmm. So it's not much. But then if you get a TV show and you don't like acting, you're going to be stuck there for a long time.
This is true, girl. All right. So, as a child actor, what do you think, what advice would you give other child actors if they say, well, I want to try it, but I'm scared, but I really want to be an actress. How can they stop being scared? How can they get over that?
Do it.
Okay.
Just like, if you're scared to do it, if you mess up, improv. That's what it's for.
Okay, so the mother needs to know all of these things. So a child may not know what he or she needs to do in order to become an actor. So I would say, as a parent, if your child expresses interest in becoming an actor, then you should enroll them in acting classes, and then you yourself should also become aware of the business, because it is show business. It's not just about the acting part and the art and the craft. You really have to know about talent managers and agents and what they do and what their percentages are and what they can do and what they can't do and what you can do and what you can't do, because there's a lot of etiquette involved, a lot of business etiquette. So now, what do you, Sharon, what do you think a parent, what do you have to do as a parent to discover and build your child's branding? You know, you might want your child to be known as the cute little girl next door, or, you know, the rough, tough girl. It depends a lot on the look, but also you can shape the career. What do you have to do with a child?
Well, you could, we always get the sides and from the agent, and if it was something, there was only one time that it wasn't appropriate for Livy. The age was it was a way too old role, so we turned it down. And you're allowed to do that, but we don't Livy doesn't turn down anything, because it's all part of acting, and you learn from doing those student films and, the ones at home in Cincinnati and videotaping and all the auditions that you do, which ones you like, and they can tell.
Right.
Those casting directors know.
Right.
You walk in the room and they can look at the actresses and the actors and go, yeah, this one's got the look, or this one doesn't for this role.
Yeah. And if they called you in, you're halfway there, because you got the look. Now you just have to have the talent. So I would think that what do you think is a way for parents to help their child actor? Now, networking is very important in the business. You really have to get out there and network. And a child just can't go strolling off, like Livy can't hop in a car and go to a party by herself. So what does Noelle and what do you do to help the child network?
Noelle's really good at getting online and finding stuff. She found Hollywood Mom blog
and Actors Access,
and then that's run by Tracy Bobbitt, and her daughter Jordan is an actress, and she got Noelle and Livy in a couple premieres, like the Bears premiere from Disney and the Monster High premiere. Pretty. It was just fun stuff, but she met people,
right?
And then we met Pam just by doing another
lovely woman, isn't she?
She has a blog.
Yeah,
and we found
Hollywood
her.
Moms, right? Is that what it's called?
Hers is called
Showbiz Mom.
Yeah,
Showbiz Mom. Yeah,
and she just met us at a shoot.
Right.
That just coincidentally, we were at her daughter and Livy were at the same shoot. They became besties.
Yeah.
And so next thing you knew, she hooked us up with you guys, and
so you just got to go to as many things as possible.
And you have to talk.
Yes.
You have to network.
You do.
You have to
that
be
is
social.
true.
Not just Livy, but the parents.
That's true.
And I like to share things. I mean, I don't feel like I don't know everything, but if somebody would ask me something, I certainly would share what I thought.
Because it's very important.
And Noelle does that too at home.
It's very important for parents to realize that not only are the children being, I don't want to use this word judged or assessed, but not only are they being looked upon as people that would be potentially cast in other projects for the future, but they're also the casting directors, agents, managers. They're also looking at the parents or the people that are representing the child and saying, is this a person that I would like to work with in the future? Mm-hmm. Is this a person who's difficult and is causing a scene and drama and all this stuff like you see on various celebrity rehab. No. Well, they eventually get there. Celebrity reality shows where dance moms, the moms can be like atrocious in some of the. So mothers, you do have to always be on your P's and Q's, and you have to really be professional, and please don't participate in gossip on the set. And it really gets back. Even if you think you're talking to somebody that you've really become friends with, it will get back, and it will jeopardize the child's career. So don't participate in gossip.
Whenever Libby goes on a shoot or something, we can't send thank you notes to every casting director. That we don't even know them very well. But if she's got a shoot with somebody, then she always sends a thank you note.
Always,
whether it's an email or written one.
Absolutely,
and it just one more thing that puts that
right.
a little thought in their mind.
That's right. Always.
Nice
and anytime
and
even if you always want to make sure if she's in a play or anything, you send that to the agent to come.
And the student films are awesome because you never know, that might be the next Steven Spielberg.
That's right.
Out of USC.
That's right.
There you go.
That's right. The people you see going up, you better be nice to everyone, because the people you see going up the ladder are the same ones you might see coming down. So be careful with that. Be nice to everybody. Very important. Let's see, will be at, did we talk about this, the Cincinnati Cosmic Expo on Saturday, September 20th?
Oh, yeah.
What is that about, Livy? Tell us, what's happening there?
I really don't know, but I've seen these videos of people going to comic expos.
Oh, you're just going there as a guest. You're not going to be featured or have a booth.
She is going.
Oh, she is going to be. So you don't even know what you're doing, Sherry. What's she doing? Tell Livy what she's doing.
She'll just be at the booth and signing autographs or stuffed animals, whatever anybody brings in. I think they're going to have some. John had some painter do some kind of painting of Livy.
Okay.
Headshot, but an actual oil painting. So I think he's going to make some of those. And
who's John?
That's my son-in-law.
Oh,
my
her dad. Okay.
Yeah. So they're going to do that, and then the proceeds go to Libby's. Has a little foundation that she supports in Cincinnati. It's the Dragonfly.
The Dragonfly Foundation, yes. Now, the Dragonfly, Livy's an active supporter of the Dragonfly Foundation, and they help provide comfort and joy to kids with cancer and their families. Yes. So you might want to check out that website. It's dragonfly.org, dragonfly.org. So is this expo tied into the Dragonfly?
No, it's not. No.
Okay.
No.
Okay, so she'll be signing that. Is that like a little mini Comic-Con sort of thing?
Yes, there's a big one apparently in San Diego.
Yeah, Comic-Con.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's the same, it's a branch of
I see.
That's in Ohio.
Oh, that's exciting. You're going to be at your own booth, girl.
I think Julie...
You better start blogging that. Blog it. Put it all over the social media.
Julie Newmar is supposed to be there.
Oh, my God.
Catwoman! Catwoman, that's right.
Oh, my God. She was so beautiful. Oh, well, hopefully she's in a booth next to you.
I'm sure her dad would like that.
Now, also, I had here that you were an actress and a singer, which you had sent or saw. Whoever sent her bio, maybe it was her mom, Noelle. You sing as well. Is that true? Okay.
Livy loves to sing, but Livy loves to sing for fun.
Okay. So she's not professionally trained or anything.
She takes some lessons at Cincinnati Children's Choir, and she does some, like that, but she's not...
Not bad.
We can't send her out to audition for an opera yet, right?
No, not yet.
Now, we had some email questions come in when we announced that you were coming on the show. Yes. So we have some people that emailed you, and they have some questions. So let's start with our first email question. It comes from Candace, who's... from Queens, New York. And she said, what are some concerns child actors have about casting directors or auditions in general? We actually already asked that question, but we didn't get Sharon's perspective. You deal with the casting directors. What are some, in general, things do you have advice for the moms?
Actually, I have nothing to do with the casting directors.
What is your impression? What should moms do when they take their kids there?
What we do is... like I said, Livy's always prepared with her. Yep. She gets her sides or whatever she needs. And at this age, we don't get dressed up a lot for the part.
Right.
We do the bright colors because I was just going to take pictures and talk to the kids for a little bit. And that's what the casting directors do. They besides filming and getting the pictures and listening to the sides, they talk to the kids. I've heard them in there talking to them, and it's like I think they want to get a little, feel of how that child, sounds and how they present themselves. Do they come in and smile and start talking, or do they just, act like just another day?
Right.
I don't want to be in here.
Yeah. And
right.
I always like it when I hear Libby talking because it's like, okay, that's good. Libby's a talker.
I talk a lot.
I don't think you haven't been doing too much talking. We got to ask you more questions to get you talking. Okay, so the next question is from Barbara from Westchester, New York. Here's the pet peeve word. What are some pet peeves about auditions or the casting process from a child's perspective? Actually, we already answered that earlier. Livy has no problem with auditions. She loves them. She doesn't have a problem at all. So we have to pass on that question, but that's her answer. She has no problem with auditions. True. Next question is from Larry from Escondido, California. Was it you who wanted a career in acting at such a young age, or was it your parents that saw your talent and started the ball rolling? We actually covered that question. I'm like psychic. I didn't even know. My assistant just copied these questions down that we got, and we already answered that. It was both, right? It was. Yep. Okay, so we answered your question earlier, but thank you, Larry. The next one is from Tyler from Pasadena, California, who asked, did acting at such a young age affect you in school at all, such as being bullied?
No.
Really? So what is your experience? Kids know that you act. How do they react to you? Do they think it's cool, or do they think, what do they think?
Well, my friends, like, the first time I went to LA for 3 months, they were, like, going with me out the door from school. They were like, don't leave, and so I was like, I gotta go. But they thought I was pretty cool. Do you think you encouraged any of them to want to try out to be actors? They're like, hey, Libby's doing something cool. I want to do it. No? I haven't heard anything about that.
So nobody said, hey, Libby, I want to do acting too. No? I'll be darned. Okay, and the last question is from... Actually, I have another question. Maria from Miami, Florida. What do you think a child actor should be doing to build a successful career? Well, I think Sharon already answered that. You just get them out on auditions, make sure they have update resume, updated headshot, do the Actors Access. There's another website. Register them. They're pretty much, you can register them for free. Actors Access, LA Casting, Now Casting. There's so many. Backstage West has a really great casting site. Also now on imdb.com, you can put your resume on there and they have casting notices. Did you know that, Sharon?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you got to go check it out. It's phenomenal. It's actually huge competition for Actors Access because IMDb is IMDb. But yeah, you can put the resume on there and you can add so much more. You can put things on there like theatrical projects, which you can't really put on IMDb because it's just like film and television and web series. You can put theatrical plays that she was in, any type of thing. So get her registered on IMDb. Right. It's really great. The last question is from Charity, Long Beach. This might be for Sharon or Noelle, who's not here, but she wants to know, this is a mom, what can I do to protect my children psychologically, emotionally, physically, and on a business level?
Well, you just have to be supportive. Libby has bad days when she's tired, doesn't feel good, and invariably she'll get 5 pages of sides, and they're like real long, and she has meltdown. It's like, okay, we'll just put it away. It's not usually do they give you that many sides and say you have to do it in 2 hours. So you usually have a day, so you just look at it and put it down.
Right.
And then the next day you start over and she's fine. Yeah. You just have to know, your kids. You know when it's like, sometimes when they're videotaping at home, it's like after 3 or 4 videotapes, it's like, that's it. Mm-hmm. If you don't stop, you're not going to get anything good anyway. Right. So stop, go get a snack, something to drink, whatever.
Take a nap maybe, because that helps me sometimes. It's like, I know it now.
And she will. She'll wake up and she'll be like, oh, I got it. And I was like, I knew you would get it.
That's
there was no doubt in my mind that she would get it, but she just you can't push. When you push too much, then they don't want to do it, and then it's not fun.
Right.
And when it's not fun, then
They don't
who wants
wanna
to
do
do
it
it
anymore.
Right.
You know, so and Libby's having fun.
Yeah.
We're all having fun.
When it's not
we're all
fun.
having fun. The whole family is. You know, this is fun.
What would you say, aside from what Sharon has already said, what else can a parent do to keep a child interested in memorizing those lines?
Well, if they're not interested, just like let them take a small break, like she said. Maybe if they have a pet or something, let them go play with them, or just play or something.
Or go
play
get
for
some
a
ice
while.
cream?
Maybe.
Something fun.
Do
make
something
it
fun, and then they'll come back and they'll just be ready to work because they had the fun. It's like school and recess.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, they need a break, they worked a while, and then when they come back in,
And
Right.
even though we're out
Yes.
here, and Noelle and John and her family are back in Ohio, we talk like every day.
Okay.
You know, because we have FaceTime, not every day FaceTime, but we talk every day. If I don't call them, one of them is calling me,
Yeah.
going, "What happened? What happened? How did it go?" It's
Very involved.
Pictures. If she's in a film, we have to take hundreds of pictures
Right.
and send them back. You
Aw.
know. So
Does
you know,
Noelle and John do they ever come out to?
I don't let them come out here.
You won't?
No.
Why?
They got to go to the premiere for Frozen. I let them do
Oh,
that.
you just keep them. Oh, okay. All right.
Are they listening to the
they
show?
have jobs and they have to take care of the teenagers.
They have to work and keep you in the lifestyle you're accustomed to.
They have to
Right.
pay for everything, you know?
Right.
They have to take care of the teenagers because sometimes they don't get along.
Well, kids
You
don't
do
get
me
along.
and my sister.
Yeah.
Sometimes we don't get along.
Yeah. That's how it is, though. All of you are good at kids argue. That's normal.
A lot.
It would be abnormal if you didn't argue. Then I'd be worried. Now, Livy, what do you think are some of the pros and cons to being a child actor? Now, pro means something that's good, and con means something that's not so good.
Well, I think the good thing about acting is that, like, if you get this role and it's like you, it's easy to do. It's like, oh my gosh, this sounds just like me. Mm-hmm. It's so easy to do. It's like, okay, I would say this and this, and it's like,
So you're
I
saying
would
if
do
the
this.
character is very similar to
Yeah.
you, that's easy.
Like, let's say there is a character that I got that absolutely loved animals and had a bunch of pets and just talked about them all the time. That would be good for me.
because that's you.
Yep.
Now it would probably not be good if you got a role that
That
where you
was,
were
like,
dark
opposite.
and evil and you had to hurt people. That wouldn't be good, huh?
No, but actually, I had an audition like that. It was a video audition, and there was like in this thing, there was like this. Her brother got into her, and he like killed the dog
Oh no!
by cutting its head off.
Oh!
And I had to act like I was petting it.
Oh my gosh! Did you what?
I had like a little tiny stuffed animal dog, so
But did you get the part?
no,
Oh, it's
obviously.
Oh, no. Oh, I wouldn't even go and audition for that. Ooh, I'd be too scared. I'd be scared to audition for something creepy like that. Like, I don't like satanic movies or devil movies. I don't like horror movies. They scare me.
Me neither. I
I
hate
don't
them.
hate it.
It's like I don't mind them. Just the bad part is that I don't want to have any nightmares tonight.
No.
It feels so real when you have nightmares.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my gosh, there's a guy with a chainsaw. It's so real.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just a nightmare.
I just like comedies, romantic comedies, any kind of comedies. That's what I like. Now, okay, so what do you feel are 3 characteristic traits needed to reach your goal as a continuous actor? So what I'm asking is, what do you think a kid has to have? Okay, for example, memorization. You got to have a good memory
Yes.
to memorize your line. Another good characteristic trait would be patience. You got to be patient.
Oh, I have one.
Okay, good.
I got it. If you were doing theater,
Yeah,
you have to know improv. You have to.
you have to. Mm-hmm.
If you forget a line and you don't have improv, you can't go along with it.
No.
And the whole scene just gonna pause. And
Yeah,
then it's
and you
gonna
look
be
like a
for
fool.
And it's gonna be for like an hour. It's like, oh yeah, remember that? Blah 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 blah. It's like,
Yeah,
Yes.
you definitely need improv, right?
Oh, yeah.
So you need that. And then now with characteristic traits, that means like you're patient, you're funny, you're generous, you're thoughtful, you're kind, you're considerate. So I would say you have to be patient,
Definitely.
and you have to be able to take rejection well, like you were saying
Yeah.
earlier.
It's
right?
like if you don't get it, just go to the next one. Maybe you'll get that. And if not, just keep auditioning until you get one.
It's not personal. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you, right, Livy? It just means you're not right for the role.
Sometimes it's just like how you look.
Right.
Because sometimes they want like a redhead.
Yeah.
It's like,
Right.
I'm not a redhead.
And I'm not dyeing my hair, so move on. Now, what advice would you give to a parent? As a child, you're talking to parents now. What do you think can make your life easier as a child actor? Like, what can they do to help you?
Well, yeah, like we were talking about earlier, memorization. If you just like, and
Give the kid a break.
yeah, maybe if they really don't want to.
Don't push you.
Don't
push you. Don't push the kid into
Don't
forcing
make
him.
them do this if they don't want to. And even if they do want to and they get frustrated over something, just let them have a break for a second and then have them do it again. And
Okay.
if they still don't do it, well, maybe they just don't want to do that one
Exactly,
audition.
because a lot of parents, I have to say it, a lot of parents are like, you know what? Kids are going to be expensive. I can't afford to pay for their college. I need to get them out hitting the payments and work. And they try to force their kids into show business. Or there are some parents who want to relive their life through their kid, their boulevard of broken dreams, and they try to force their kid into it. But if the kid doesn't like it, they're just not going to do it.
Just like if there's an audition and the kid, like if you give the kid a break, because like if they're frustrated for a second, just give them a break. And if they still don't want to do it, maybe they just don't want to do that audition.
right.
Just don't have them do the audition. You can skip auditions every once in a while, but not like every single time.
Right.
Every once in a while.
Right. Now, who are some of your favorite child actors? And who are some of your favorite adult actors?
Oh, I don't know. Oh yeah, I know a couple. I know like one child actor. Her name is Eva Bell. She was young Elsa. Mm-hmm. So she's really cool and really nice. I met her, and I like Kristen Bell, Jonathan Groff, Josh Gad. And I've never met Idea Menzel, but she did really good as Elsa, of course. And then also Ross Lynch and people like that on the Disney shows that I watch all the time.
What about adult actors? Who do you like? Adults like Cameron Diaz or any funny adult actors you like?
Well, the girl who plays Jessie, Debbie Ryan, she's probably an adult by now.
She's in her 20s, yes.
Yeah, she's an adult.
And what are some of your favorite shows on TV right now?
Oh, I like things like Sam and Cat, which is on Nickelodeon, but I also love Dog with a Blog, which is on Disney, and Austin and Ally, and...
What show would you what are 3 shows that you would absolutely love to come on? Love to be on?
Definitely Jessie. That would be really fun. Dog with a Blog. And
Dog with a Blog?
Really
Okay,
cute.
that's a show.
Austin and Ally.
Austin
They're all
and
from
Ally.
Disney. But
So they're
really
all
good.
Disney shows. So
Yes.
you'd love to be on all shows on Disney. They're
Yes.
fun, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Disney Family Channel. They have so many channels. I tend to watch Switched at Birth, and I love all the Disney shows. I still love them. I like cartoons. As a matter of fact, Albert and I just watched Guardians of the Galaxy. Fantastic. We love animation.
And
Love
Star Wars will be Disney too.
Oh, yeah.
The new Star
That's
Wars.
right. And now, what are your plans? I know you're 9, just turned 9, right? So it's kind of hard, but let's just try to take the question. You're 9 years old. Where do you see yourself, or would you like to see yourself when you're 15? What would you have liked to have done by the time you're 15? Films, television, more theater, all of it?
Movies or television.
Movies or television?
Both would be cool, too.
And you like to do the perky, fun little girl types, like the Dakota Fanning type. Oh, actually, she does all kinds. When she was your age, she was doing like some serious drama stuff too, some scary stuff. No. But Dakota Fanning, are you familiar with who she is? She was a phenomenal child actress. Probably about 10 years ago.
Like Ciara Brava.
Okay.
Oh, I love Ciara Brava.
Okay.
She was actually in like a couple Nickelodeon movies. She was on Big Time Rush.
Mm-hmm.
She actually, my agent in Ohio, she actually went there.
Oh, wow. Now, do you guys plan on moving to LA? Or
Maybe in a couple of years.
We're hoping to.
Okay.
That's the, you know.
I already have the
big plan.
pet and people arrangements.
Okay. You have what? Pet and people arrangements.
How we're going to get out here.
Oh, I see. Oh.
Who's going to take which pet?
Oh.
So, like, my grandma and I will take Snickers because he absolutely loves us.
Is that a dog or a cat?
That's my bunny.
Your bunny. Oh, you have a bunny too. Dog, cat, bunny?
That's it.
Wow.
And so, he absolutely loves me. One time I was FaceTiming my mom here. He actually looked at me.
He
on the
looked at
FaceTime.
you. Oh, wow. He recognized your voice. Yeah, I think animals are very intelligent. We just saw a video the other day about a man that raised a lion cub. And it got too big because, they get huge.
Yes.
So he had to give it away. And he didn't see the lion cub for like 10 years. So he went back to see it, and they never thought that they would... The lion cub would recognize him. Well, the lion cub was now huge. It was a big, big lion in charge of a family. It had a mother and a bunch of baby cubs. And they saw the little cub that he raised, that was now an adult, saw the man who raised it and ran towards it. Like he thought he was going to be attacked. He thought, oh my God, it's going to kill me. It doesn't recognize me. And it jumped on him and it hugged him. And it
That was on Vine. I saw that.
Did you see that?
It was on Vine. He just like jumped and hugged him. I was
Yes.
like, oh my gosh.
Animals do. They know who you are. You imprint on an animal. So hopefully you can get all your animals out here. Sharon, all right, so Noelle, John, and Sharon hopefully will come out and move, and you'll have better access out here. You'll love it out here. Look, you're a natural blonde. It's like you were born here.
Who doesn't love LA?
Who doesn't love LA? Right. Oh, my God. So what we're going to do is talk about, in the last 5 minutes, we're going to talk about things that you feel that you want to do to improve your career. What are you going to be doing? Are you going to take more acting classes? More you sing? Do you have any, like you could do singing if you took classes? Is that something I don't know if you're interested in that, because your face kind of squinches up when I say singing. You're like, I don't know about that. So no singing. Let's not do. What are you going to be doing? What are you going to be doing to get all the parts?
I am going to practice. I can't even say it anymore.
Now, you do know that a good thing to do when you go on an audition is to always have a comedic monologue and a dramatic monologue. Do you have those under your belt?
I have a monologue.
Okay, a monologue. Okay, just to let you know, a comedy and a drama is always good to have. So there you go.
About that.
Find one, and then because if you're going to, sometimes you go on auditions and they'll say, "Do you have a little comedic monologue for us?" So you do your comedy, and then they'll say, a drama. Do you have something dramatic you can do? So that way. So I just taught you something today. What? It's like a little school here. You're learning lots of little things. So you're going to be memorizing, maybe getting more monologues to do, and then more acting classes. Do they have a really great acting class out here for kids? Is taught by a gentleman named Craig Campobasso. He's very, very good. So if you come out here, do you have any acting teachers that you have in mind? Oh, also another
David
one
Gray.
is Helen Anzalone. Phenomenal. She works with, she gets a lot of kids auditions because her work is so good. They at Disney, and what's that other kid channel? Nickelodeon. Thank you, Nickelodeon. Like I had office. Where was my office? My satellite office. What studio? Paramount. Yeah, I had studio satellite office on Paramount, and she was there with her kids that were cast on lots of Nickelodeon shows. So. Yeah. Now, let me ask you one more question and we'll wrap it up. How have you, what interest do you have other than the animals and the acting? What other interests do you have?
I like swimming a lot.
You do? What talents do you have? You swim? Do you do like jumbling?
No.
What do you do?
Well, I do a little bit of cheerleading.
Okay.
I also work with animals, but if I had to do something besides acting, like when I'm older, if I had to work somewhere besides like an acting place, probably be an animal shelter.
Okay. Well, this is for the mothers. The more skills that your child has, the more parts that they will be eligible for. So at an early age, I highly recommend to parents that they get their child in the things that they're interested in that can be used in movies. For example, Chloe Grace Moretz in Kick-Ass and Kick-Ass 2, she, karate. So if your child likes karate, enroll them in karate classes. It's good to get them in sword classes because that's huge. Parkour, if you know parkour, you can book anything. So enroll your child in as many extracurricular activities as possible. But the top things now are like parkour, gymnastics, what else? Sword fighting, just as many as possible. So
I do like swimming and animals. Like if there was a show where there was a little girl who liked animals a lot,
you're in. It's all you. Okay, well, thank you guys so much. Thank you, Sharon. You were so awesome today.
Thank you.
Giving great advice. And my Olivia, hold on. Steuben. God darn it.
Row.
Steuben Row. I'm going to say that 10 times, and I will never forget it. I'm going to memorize that. Okay,
just
so.
like think of Steuben and then row.
Got it.
Steuben
Row. Steuben Row. Oh,
That's good.
What? Steuben Row. Oh, wow. They could be calling you Wow Row.
Steuben Row.
Wow. Like on Jersey Shore, J Wow Wow is a wow wow. Oh, I'm just drifting off into another world. Okay, everybody. Well, we hope you enjoyed Olivia Livy, I'm going to call her Little Livy, on the show today. She gave lots of great advice, and I am telling you, she's so pretty, so gorgeous. Obviously, you can tell she's got a great personality, perfect personality as an actress. So all my casting directors and my producers and directors, get online and cast this little girl in something because she is ready. She's going to rock it. I think this is the next Dakota Fanning. Thank you, Sharon, for coming on. Livy, say goodbye to your fans.
Bye.
Bye, friends. And we'll see you next week on Question Reality. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
You're listening to Question Reality with Priscilla Leona, right here on LA Talk Radio.